Shannon Sharpe needs to cut it out. I know what happened at FS1. I'm going to say this speaking more specifically to Shannon Sharpe. Cut it out. Shannon Sharpe is trying to point a finger at a Fox executive or two, trying to smear them and put pressure on them and drum up a media storm of someone needs to be replaced, blame this executive, they pushed me out, blah, blah, blah. Shannon Sharpe needs to cut it out. I know what happened at FS1. And if Shannon and Stephen A. keep pushing this agenda, I'm going to expose all that I know. And I know all of it. And so, cut it out, guys. Shannon Sharpe's HR file is amazing. And they wanted him out for very good reasons. I just want you to know who Skip Bayless and Fox Sports and now ESPN are dealing with. Anybody at home, go call up the clip of a 50-year-old man sitting at courtside with his gay fashion designer at a Lakers game, and all that emotional energy and all that, what went on with Shannon Sharpe. Does that look like a man who can control his emotions? Or does that look like someone who would snap and do unprofessional things, unbelievably unprofessional things in any environment? Fox Sports had no choice. None. Skip Bayless, in my opinion, had every reason to want Shannon Sharpe out of there after the Damar Hamlin situation. Shannon Sharpe, to use a term from the Shield or a gang term or what, he basically greenlit Shannon Sharpe. Greenlit Skip Bayless. He threw Skip Bayless under a bus and had Skip Bayless concerned about his safety in Los Angeles. Cut it out. And so they're trying to, well, it wasn't Skip that wanted Shannon out. Skip had no choice but to want to be out from underneath a very dangerous and emotional person. Go watch the Lakers tape and ask yourself, how many other 50-some-odd-year-old Hall of Fame athletes have you ever seen try to get in a fight with an NBA player sitting courtside? It doesn't happen because most people have more emotional control than that. And I get that many people don't like Skip Bayless. I get that Shannon Sharpe is popular over social media, but y'all need to cut it out. Leave it alone. Shannon, you're off with Stephen A. Smith, and now, Shannon, you're ESPN's problem. And when you snap there and can't control yourself the same way you couldn't control yourself at that Lakers game, that's their problem to deal with. But cut it out. Go do your show. Club Shay Shay is great. You got the deal with Cowherd and the Volume. You're doing something with Chad Johnson. You've moved on to better things. Trying to smear people and damage people on your way out the door and drag Stephen A. Smith into this, and you're some victim and they wanted you out. Cut it out. Leave it all, because I will go there. All the way there. This the guy you saw snapping at the Lakers game, that's Shannon Sharpe in all environments. And some of this stuff, a lot of this stuff isn't a mystery. Go look and see why CBS Sports walked away from him and all the different allegations that made them uncomfortable. Cut it out. I want to move on to. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, look, I get it. I don't exactly think that Shannon's Pookie Williams, but you're right. In the age of social media, when you create this atmosphere that's very hostile towards Skip, you never know who's going to act upon it, who's going to have that impetus. And if you are Skip Bayless or even Stephen A. Smith, when you're doing a show of that nature and you see a guy 5 days a week for several hours a day, you want to at least have a cordial relationship, if not a good one. And the reality is this. With Skip and Shannon, the last, let's say, year or so, they were that proverbial couple that had gone from a happy marriage to then sleeping in separate beds to then all of a sudden someone sleeping at the Hilton for weeks at a time, and they needed a divorce lawyer. They got Marvin Mitchinson. That's what happened. And the reality is this. If Stephen A. Smith had a partner like Shannon the last year or two, you know what, though? He'd want him out also.
I don't believe the marriage was ever happy. It was a marriage of convenience for both parties. And Shannon Sharpe was always going to end this way as soon as he got in a position. He was trying to nuke Skip up out of that show in his own right. There's no other explanation for not showing up to work. Skip tweets out something harmless about DeMar Hamlin. Yeah. And then Shannon takes it nuclear by skipping work and then trying to go off on. He was trying to damage Skip Bayless. And this isn't me caping up for Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless is borderline autistic, a bit weird. I get it. And, you know, part of his shtick is annoying. I get it. But
jeez,
Skip Bayless has. I'm just keeping it real because I'm telling you, Skip Bayless is actually a good person. No, I'm just he's weird. The whole little Wayne shtick and the gold chain and all that stuff is just him being weird and trying to fit in. But he's a well-intentioned person. He doesn't want to harm anybody. Not LeBron James, nobody. He just doesn't. And, you know, he was doing Shannon Sharpe's life and career were in shambles when Skip partnered up with him at the behest of Jamie Horowitz. And so to do, and again, they're trying to leave Skip out of it now and just blame it on an executive or two. And people will misconstrue my statements like I'm caping up for somebody. I'm not caping up for anybody. No one's asked me to. I'm just telling you what I know. And I don't like to see people bullied, quite honestly. And that's what's going on here. And some of it may be internal. There may be people within Fox who are trying to bully an executive or two or point a finger of blame and nuke them out of there. But the reality is there was one bad guy in this situation. And that bad guy was caught on tape at a Lakers game showing you exactly who he is. And there's plenty of evidence of exactly who he is. And so everybody needs to quit pretending like Shannon Sharpe is some victim and Shannon Sharpe got done wrong. No, he didn't. Cut it out. Like what you saw? Hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the full episode by clicking the link below.